This World Mental Health Day, the World Health Organization is uniting to highlight the vital connection between mental health and work.
Yeah, it's a big deal. With 60% of the global population in work, urgent action is needed to ensure that work prevents risks to mental health. Here to talk more about that this morning, we've got our 9 News health expert, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler. Dr. Ziegler, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So first, we want to start with, why is mental health in the workplace such an important topic for the 2024 World Mental Health Day?
Yeah, when I saw this topic, I thought, bravo, because what we don't realize is when people go to work, we're still just people. We just have a different hat on. Okay, I'm here, I do this at work. But what's happening is people are coming into their places of employment under high levels of stress, under tremendous pressure. And what's happening is we're seeing, oh, there's more turnover. Now we're paying attention. This has always been happening, but because stress, depression, and anxiety is increasing right now, we are also seeing, oh yes, there is more turnover. There's more of that negativism and more of the path to burnout, which is a topic that employers actually care about now.
Do you think so much of that escalated after or during the pandemic?
Yes, there was an escalation. There's two things happening. Yes, depression, anxiety, stress was already high before the pandemic, and yes, the pandemic increased it. This is the bigger difference, though, is the attention that employers are paying to. So they're saying things like, okay, we'll provide days where we provide someone to help you meditate, do yoga, exercise, mindfulness, maybe Fridays off, flexible work schedules, and even the return back to work. Most companies, not all, were really thoughtful about how will this impact people, and that bit of flexibility that people have been asking for decades is not everywhere, but is here in many companies where it wasn't before.
Yeah. So interesting. All right, so what are some of the biggest mental health challenges employees face in the workplace today?
So, you know, increasing demands, the never off culture, the technology and the way it affects you, those dings and those notifications that keep people working when they're still home. So that lack of boundary, you know, boundaries of also having their moment where people are talking about it. And so the lack of boundaries and the increased workload is really stressful on the employee. And now what we're seeing is, yes, that really does impact. You don't just go to work, put a different hat on, and then all of a sudden, oh yes, I'm under so much stress, but it doesn't affect the workplace. We're tracking it, we're talking about it. So that's a good thing, but we really do need to respond to it. For the World Health Organization, and again, this isn't just our country, this is the World Health Organization to say, this is our #1 focus for 2024, that should give us all pause.
Yeah, we try to put these things out of our minds, but it's near impossible, right? It can be really challenging. You talked about some things that companies have done to kind of make things a little bit more mental health friendly in the workplace. I know our employer offers 12 free sessions of therapy a year. There are things like that that companies can do to kind of help us out.
Yes, you're right. So there's something called EAP, Employee Assistance Programs. Most companies offer it, and only about 9% of employees ever take them up on it.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I use it. I found my therapist.
No idea.
Really, as of like right now?
As of right now, I just learned that that's
free
available.
therapy.
I had no idea.
Do it with your partner or just you.
Wow.
Look at that. So that, I mean, you're in the majority. So again, 9% is the national average. So EAPs, Employee Assistance Programs, you're just mental health benefits, or you're, you know, that are in your health package. But we know also that they're doing things like offering, like I speak to companies all around the country, even the world really. They're bringing speakers in to talk about ways to manage your stress. They're doing these things in response to what people are asking for. So I think people are aware to manage your mental health, you do need to get out, you need to exercise, you need to be in nature, you need to be in connection with people. That's really important. And you need to have boundaries, and that starts at the top. That's one of the key things about the research. It has to start at the top. Everybody's got to be doing, yes, I really do take vacation and I don't take calls on vacation, whatever. They set the tone for what everybody else is going to really do. So those things are really important.
It's interesting because you talked about the employer side a lot, you know, about working from home options, you know, free mental health. What can we as employees continue to do to feel like we're stress-free as much as possible here and, you know, control our mental health as well?
Well, one of the things that the World Health Organization pointed out in their, you know, announcement of this topic is that the conversations around mental health need to keep happening. So there's because I work with so many companies, there's this divide now, not a divide, but there's a rub a little bit with like, okay, I'm a manager, you just came to me and told me you're struggling maybe with depression or anxiety. what do I do? I'm not here to treat you. What do I do? What do I say? So I think there's conversations also about, do you go to HR? Do you go to your manager? Are you guys having these conversations? Are you having weekly check-ins? Most companies, you have daily here, but or weekly ones. And are you checking in? And you can just say, you know, how's your health? How's your health in general, right? And that because mental health is health. And so one of the things the World Health Organization said is just keep talking about it. That's how we reduce stigma. As little and easy as that might sound, the conversation around mental health actually does shift and make improvements.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Dr. Ziegler, thank you
so much.
Really appreciate it. Corey?